Hello dear chess friends, welcome to our new video and welcome to our channel. Here again I will present some game from World Championship match Magnus Carlsen played against Jan Nepomniachtchi. That was game number 8, and as you can see Carlsen leads by 1 point ahead, so simply with white pieces definitely he didn't want just to complicate for any price. He just wanted to play stably and keep long-term initiative, which is natural strategy. So if he wins, perfect. If he doesn't win, okay, no reasons for him to worry. And stable play after e4 e5 was a response from Jan Nepomniachtchi. Of course, Carlsen goes for knight f3, Jan answers knight f3. Logical, he's Russian guy to go for Russian defense, yeah. And this time d4, a bit more sharp variation. Probably he wanted to confuse Jan, but after knight e4, bishop d3, d5, similar things happen. We achieve almost the same pawn structure, knight d7, bishop d7, and after knight d2 we go for full symmetry. But full symmetry doesn't mean there is full equality. Simply white is a tempo up, and with castling he goes for setting some problems for black, who after castling may face problems with queen h5, attacking d5 and h7 simultaneously. But I think here a more promising plan is just to play bishop e6, preparing long castle, or maybe to go for something like queen f6, and after any check then to close a file with castling long. Same time black attacks d4 with some chances to complicate and to get a lot. So anyway, he played h5. That is a risky move without attacking on the without castling. Black wants to attack, and I think that is absolutely badly prepared game from Jan Nepomniachtchi. It is not problem in variation. Okay, h5 is playable move, not even so bad. Black wants to just after check to play king f8 and something like this to maybe activate rook using h5. What is wrong here in that preparation is the way Jan just created concept for that game. He lost in game number 6. He decided not to go for any price to complicate and to sharp attacking in game number 7 with white pieces. And now he wants to go with black pieces to some complications. Okay, maybe he wants to complicate with black pieces to have enough time to fix problems with white pieces later in the match. But simply, I think that is wrong strategy. And wrong strategy is just right now with black pieces trying in perfect symmetrical position to go for more than draw. Especially that is bad after many missed chances to go for some initiative, not to create something specific, but to go for some initiative in first 5 games of the match. After h5, we can see that black aims maybe for attacking like this, maybe to activate rook this way. King will go to f8 is needed, if needed, and queen f6. Black wants to activate pieces this way, but very amazing response from white is queen e1. That is not the best accordingly to engine, but that is, I think, the most promising. White perfectly feels black will play king f8. King f8 is here mistake. King e7 should be played, and that would maybe lead to a soon draw after queen takes rook e1, which would be probably satisfying for Magnus. But after king f8, white has possibility to play bishop b4, and now that main defender, the most important, the most valuable black piece, now is just exchange. That's the reason why I didn't play queen e2 check, but queen e1. And after that bishop disappears the board, after that bishop is eliminated, there is no chance for black to go for any specific on the king side. Queen e7, of course, bishop d6, queen d6. Now white could go also for queen e7, there is nothing wrong with it. But after that, bishop e7 taking, rook a1, black will have excellent position after queen d6. Slightly worse bishop for black will be compensated with that very good king position, and maybe black will in future go with this moves to exchange the bishop and to go for just equality, or maybe for something even more. After queen e7, of course, bishop d6, queen there, and queen d2. White wants just with natural moves, rook a1 and maybe doubling on e5, or maybe even queen g5, maybe even f4, f5 to seize some initiative. Rook e8, of course, we keep on mind that black has rook h6 move right now, which was played, but queen g5 underlines black problems. Black has problems with many pawns, queen g5 attacks so many pawns, and it's very difficult for black to achieve anything concrete. c6 with patient development, rook e8, bishop e8, rook e1, queen to f6. Okay, black wants to get rid of white queens, or white queen, aiming for a draw here, but queen e3, white neglects, and after patient move h3, we see that white is ready to create loft for the king, so he can go maybe later for something concrete. Black main problem here is unstable position of king. There is permanent threat of queen e7 after queen moves or king moves, and bad position of that rook. Of course, in addition, there is problem with potentially bad bishop, or in that moment even worse bishop. So definitely here you can see that black must to play extremely carefully to avoid all threats white can set. h4, okay, fixation for white. Fixation white pawns on light squares, and maybe with idea to activate rook this way. That makes sense, but white now strikes with c4. Now we can see Carlsen is determined to practically end that match, achieving two extra points by playing for a win in that game. Taking, and terrible mistake, which probably will give Magnus win in that match, is b5. Attacking bishop, which can just retreat to b3, setting c6 pawn backward, fixing pawns on light squares, and blundering queen a3 just probably leads to disaster for Jan in that match. So b5 is terrible mistake. He should try king g8, where, for instance, queen e7 can be met just with calm bishop e6, and everything would be okay with, let's say, deadly equal endgame after queen f6, rook e6, bishop e6, and whatever black does, let's say fc, or maybe even rook e6, will just go to equality. After b5, queen a3 is something Jan blundered, probably, I think he blundered that, and queen a7. Now bishop d7 is under attack. Bishop h3 gives nothing because there is queen f7, and after that white stays with the extra pawn. So in that position black played queen d8, bishop b3, rook d6, and rook e4. Not only defending but also attacking. There is threat of rook h4, and if black captures rook back, if captures rook, there will be queen b8 taking the rook back. Bishop e6, rook is defended. Bishop e6, rook takes, and now, after any storm has gone, keep that on mind, my dear chess friends, always go for consolidating your position. So there are a lot of multiple exchanges, so as you can see some mini storm happened. Bishops are gone, rooks are gone, so many capturings, and now it's time to consolidate. How to consolidate the position? Well, simply by re-establishing centralization. White goes for queen c5 thus, and black responds with queen a5. Idea is to attack the pawn and to deliver the check, but that is something he cannot avoid. There is no chance to avoid defeat after queen c6. Queen there will just lead to defeat after queen e8, and another check, or maybe taking this pawn right now, threatening that check. If needed, white would be able even to play queen h5 and queen h4. Queen e1, making queen more dangerous and closer to white king by taking, but white takes with check, and we can see that at that moment practically Jan already was sure he will lose the game. White can just set queen on diagonal to control that diagonal, not allowing checks, and to support that pawn. After that, just b3 was played, calm move. If black takes on a2, which happened, of course, white recaptures the pawn, and the game is practically over. 2 extra pawns will bring easy win to white. Here, of course, dear chess friends, as you can see, white can just do queen b8, and after that, as you can see, queen supports advancing of that pawn. As you can see, queen defends checks and protects checks, and white can just do b4, b5, b6, after that queen c7, and that pawn goes to the queen. But for some reason, why Magnus decided to play this. Of course, he is not obliged to sacrifice anything, just queen e4, and now queen d3, setting queen behind, queen f2, queen c3, eliminating checks. I don't think that is the most methodical win. I would rather go for queen b8, but okay. Queen c3, queen f4. If you allow opponent to do one check, maybe you can blunder some other checks. But okay, Magnus is the world champion. He is... it's not a specific problem for him to calculate whatever he needs to calculate. Just queen d3 was played, g6, and after queen d1, white king now is stable on h1. That was white idea, to put queen behind and to advance. Everything is defended. Of course, here, if white takes with queen, that would be a problem. That was the trap Magnus faced, where that would lead practically to drawish position. But of course, h takes was well prepared by Magnus, and after h3 there is queen f3, refuting all threats. White stays with 3 extra pawns, and in that position Jan decided to resign. Simply very badly prepared game from Jan. Once again, I want to underline, I'm not speaking about badly prepared variation or opening, but simply badly prepared strategy for that game, I think will cost him just losing the match. Of course, there is no guarantee he will equalize in classics after choosing some other variation here, but I think right now match is over. What is important for us and interesting, we can hope with a reason for a lot of fire in next 6 years, or in next year's 6 games, or maybe less than 6 games. The result in the match is 5-3 in Magnus' favor. So if Magnus scores 2.5, match will be ended with him as a winner. See you soon again with new analysis, with new games from Dubai, and thanks once again for supporting us. That would be all. Bye bye.